My name is Mark Hankins and I'm selling a book. The book is called Debt Hope, Down and Dirty Survival Strategies. Let me tell you what it's about. If your debt problems go far beyond the kind that Suze Orman, Dave Ramsey, Kevin Trudeau, or any of the other columnists or even bloggers seem to be able to tell you about, this is the book you want. Maybe it's the only book you want. I've got a lion on the cover and he's got a zebra. You want to stop being the zebra. Most of the personal finance mavens out there give you good advice about not getting into debt, good advice when you're in a little bit of debt trouble, and if it gets beyond that, they point you straight to credit counseling or even bankruptcy. Well, number one, anybody who's on a TV network show or TV talk show has to be a quote-unquote responsible journalist. Have you ever stopped to question what it means to be a responsible journalist? Let me tell you, it's different from being a truthful journalist. The government thinks you're a responsible journalist if you don't let their secrets out and their things that they believe are inconvenient. And the networks call you a responsible journalist if you don't offend any of their advertisers, who happen to be big banks. So, what we have to do is look at what keeps the coffers filling up, and the advice that the folks who are on TV and who are writing in the newspapers give keeps the banks happy. Let's shift gears and talk about Kevin Trudeau. Maybe you've heard about his Debt Cures book. Well, it's good as far as it goes, but it doesn't go far enough. Talking about how bad the credit companies are takes up half the book, and the other half of the book is some good advice and some platitudes that aren't really going to help you too much. So what happens? You're in over your head. What's really going to happen to you? And what can you do about it? Well, that's where Debt Hope, Down and Dirty Strategies comes in. This isn't credit counseling. It isn't using a debt settlement company. It isn't bankruptcy, unless you really, really need bankruptcy. It's understanding the industry that you're up against. And not being an ostrich, it's making the right moves at the right time to help your problem. It may require you to do some legwork. You might have to defend yourself in court or hire an attorney to defend you. It's also going to require time, and it's going to require you to deal with some people who might be unpleasant. And believe me, if they're pleasant, you want to worry about them 10 times as much. All this is covered in the book. How can I cover it? I'm a lawyer. For years I sued people for debts, and because not every business I've been involved in has gone exactly as planned, I've been sued myself. I've been on both sides of the fence. What I haven't experienced myself, I have studied. I've helped thousands of people on the internet for free deal with their debt problems. In that time, I have learned exactly how the debt industry handles what they do. And this book gives you the real nuts and bolts. It drills down the information about how the people who are trying to get you to pay money do it. Not what they tell Congress they do, not what they tell their own shareholders they do, it's what they really do. Now, if you hit the lotto, pay your debts. If your rich uncle dies, pay your debts. If the economy continues to flounder and your paycheck gets slashed and you're in over your head, this is the book that you need to help you understand what you can do next and how you can do it to solve your problems as smoothly as possible, in as little time as possible, paying out as little money as possible. Not to drag it out, not to spend more time than you have to in the bad credit penalty box, but not to be in a hurry either. Thank you.